Hello everybody. Whoops. Sorry, I had to quickly turn something off. Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In the previous episode, it was a little bit short as we went through the other half of Route 205. Fought with what was his name? Andrew, or whatever his name is, that basically had like 6 Magikarps. Got our Baneri, which is now lovely been named Lola. Wondering if people can catch the reference. Yeah, she battled well. And this Pachirisu is doing a very bad job at picking up items. But anyway, in this episode, you may be thinking, well, let's explore Eterna City. We're gonna save the exploring for the next episode. Right now, we're gonna do probably what everyone's favorite feature. The Underground Man's House, digging down for adventure. Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing that today. I won't be able to do everything that involves with this feature, because on the account I'm playing does not have access to Nintendo Online, but I will be able to do most of it. I am the first one to have started the digging out the Grand Underground. I am! You can call me the Underground Man. Everyone else does. I'll make it a gift to this is to you. You'll hold up your end of the deal and put it to good use. We've attained an Explorer's Kit. The Explorer's Kit. Use the Explorer's Kit from your bag's key items in its pocket to visit the underground. Let me mentor you. You can become a full-fledged Spelunker. Just follow my lead. Alright, let's follow you out. First, go to the Grand Underground. Okay. Going underground's quite easy to simply use your Explorer Kit. Can't be used indoors or in a cave. Now let's give it a try. Okay, wait, old man, what are you doing in my bag? Why did you pull my bag open? Wait, why are you using the item without my permission? Hey, Donnie, this is your first time here? Welcome to the Sinnoh Grand Underground. This is a network tunnel of caves and caverns lying beneath Sinnoh. Huh? What am I doing down here in this expanse of a place? That's kind of hard to answer. I mean, you can do pretty much anything you want down here. For instance, you can dig up fossils and treasure, or you can make your own secret base. You should talk to the Underground Man in Eterna City to learn more. Why is the way to go back up to the surface. Remember why. I have to get going now. See you around. So welcome to the Grand Underground. A masked place where, looking at that mini-map, there are many sections of the Grand Underground. Basically, where you go in Sinnoh determines where in the Grand Underground you will go. And there are many things, such like this question mark room. If we go into it... Pokemon! This is something new to the Underground. Finding Pokemon. In the original Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, you could not capture Pokemon in the Underground, but now that it's grand, thanks to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, you can find Pokemon down here. You can also find Pokemon that are not in the Sinnoh Dex. So, you can find certain Pokemon early, and you can find certain Pokemon that cannot be found in the Dex, giving you an extreme advantage. And I mean a really good advantage. Most of the Pokemon you can get down here are really good. I will this will probably be one of the few, if only, times I will do the Underground, so I will explain most of its features. For starters, the Pokemon starting out in the Grand Underground on your first visit will be level 18. They'll basically around the level where you could take on the Eterna City Gym at a competent level. However, Pokemon levels rise based on the number of gym badges. They go up by, I believe, 5 or 10 levels. How did that not capture? They go up by 5 or 10 levels per badge. So the more badges you got, the more powerful the Pokemon down here will get. Which I highly recommend, once you get the Eterna City badge, to not immediately come back down here, as the Pokemon will be like close to level 28 to 30. Why is this not capturing? will be around those levels. So, the Pokemon will very easily kick your ass. So, key rule of thumb. If you beat in a gym... Okay, Psyduck, you're being super annoying. Why you're not getting caught in the net ball? Watch, I'm gonna use like a Pokeball and it's gonna capture no problem. But yeah. Okay, Psyduck, if you don't want to get captured, I'll kill you. I want to get your Pokedex entry, but if you want to be that stubborn... Go down. Pay for your punishment for not being captured. Anyway, as I was saying, because of the Pokemon's levels, generally coming down here before a gym battle can be a good way to train. As usually by the time you reach the next gym, you should be around their levels where you can competently fight them. But yeah, you can find certain Pokemon down here. Like, look, you can even find Gastrodon down here. And you can't find Gastrodon until much later. Just to show. Like, after it does, like, its animation and everything. Like, you can get a Gastrodon as early as level 17. That is... Many people have considered the Grand Underground completely broken as the result because you can get some really good Pokemon. There are many different rooms in the Grand Underground that offer many different Pokemon. Every room has what is known as a rare spawn, which I believe has a 5 or 10% chance of spawning. And then what Pokemon that appears from that rare spawn also has a certain percentage of spawning. But you can get Pokemon like Houndoom, I think, oh, you have Recover. You can get like some of the baby Pokemon like Togepi, Electric, Magby. You can get quite a few good Pokemon down here in the Grand Underground, which can absolutely destroy the main game if you get the right Pokemon for the job. Like, again, you can get some fully evolved Pokemon at very early levels than what you could capture them initially. Like Gastrodon, I don't think we won't be able to start seeing it in the wild out on the surface until like around maybe our 4th or 5th gym. So again, coming here to the Grand Underground is extremely great. Also, more Pokemon will be added to the Grand Underground as you fulfill certain story objectives. So as you get certain badges or get certain hidden moves, more and more Pokemon will be added to the Grand Underground. So you do have a reason to keep coming back down here, as there may be more Pokemon than what was initially there in your previous visit. You can look up Celebinet or Boba Garden to look at the complete list of all the rooms in the Grand Underground, and see, that put up no problem to capture, and I think that has a lower capture rate than Psyduck. So yeah, great place to come down and train. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of digging in the Grand Underground off screen, because you can get some good items, which I will eventually show. And also there are certain items down here I need to get for the project. It has a pillable body without any bones. If any part of its body is torn off, it grows right back. So again, the Grand Underground is amazing if you want to find certain Pokemon. By pressing the R button, you can do a scan. This will reveal these little glowy points. Which will... Oh, there's a note tucked inside the Explorer's Kit. Digging for fossils. I put a sledgehammer and a pickaxe in your Explorer's Kit. Use them and you'll be able to dig out all sorts of stuff from the walls. Before the wall comes tumbling down, that is. I'm sure you can do it. Good luck, youngster. So... Something pink. So we know there are 4 items in this wall. That was a really bad hit. Basically, there's these black blocks that are indestructible. But if you break one part of the wall, it will cause a hole. Do notice on the top side of the screen there, you can see what looks like a crack forming. That tells you how long you have until the wall eventually comes down. The pickaxe will break one tile. However, if there is a damaged tile next to the tile you break, it will break that tile as well, making it very efficient for digging out items. The sledgehammer breaks will break tiles within a plus radius, so it will break 5 blocks. However, the sledgehammer will make the cracks form on the top of the screen much faster. So you really only want to use it to break these darker blocks more efficiently, or if you know for a fact a sledgehammer can help you dig out an item. This is basically sort of like the best way I can compare it is Minesweeper. Instead of finding a mine that kills you, you're trying to find the items. You can find many items in here, like evolution stones. As a matter of fact, most of the evolution stones are down here. So you want to find them, like the moonstone, for example. You can find spears, which are used for buying things in the Grand Underground, which we found one, although I doubt we're going to get it. Oh no, we got it, but we're definitely not going to get the next item. So, this is what happens when the thing tumbles down. We got a skull fossil, which is exclusive to Brilliant Diamond, and a green large spear. The spears are used for buying items. Throughout the Grand Underground, you will find hikers. The hiker can either act as a healer, so they will heal your team. By the way, if you faint down here by losing all your team members, Rock will actually come in and save you and bring you back to the surface. Also, if you break one tile and the tiles around it break, best tap that area again, so that way you break all of them. So that way you sort of get the sledgehammer's effect without doing sledgehammer damage. We just found a really rare item. So there are these boxes here. They were introduced in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Also, you could play online with players, but again, this particular account I'm playing Brilliant Diamond on does not have access to Nintendo Online, unlike my main account. This is primarily my Let's Play account, if I don't want to, like, override a save of a particular game. Also, another thing about items, if you find an item and you fully dig it out, don't worry, you don't lose it if the wall comes tumbling down. You get to keep the item, is that you don't keep any items that you haven't fully dug out. So here we got a green spear small, a blue shard, and we got a glorious stone box. There is a regular stone box you can find, they're orange, but this is a glorious one. This is a more rare type of box. We open the box, and we get a Dust Noir statue shiny. A nice green statue. So let's return to the surface for a little bit. Also getting back to the hikers, there are hikers that can sell you items. So, depending on the spears you have, you could buy certain items for them, especially TMs, which, by the way, their items change every day. So you do have a reason to revisit them. Their stock for every hiker changes every day. There's usually a set of hikers that will sell stuff for small spears, and there's one set of hikers that will sell stuff for large spears. There are also hikers that you can sell your treasures, such like evolution stones, fossils, and whatnot that you can find in the Grand Underground to them to get more spears. It's the only way you can get a lot of spears, because spear growing is not in this game, unlike in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Aha! I see you've done the underground. Well done. Take this as a reward. So he'll give us a few spears to start off with. Those are apparently some Pokemon in the Grand Underground that you can't normally find around here. Meeting a new Pokemon is 100 times more fun when it's a rare one. Your road begins as the Spelunker has barely begun. If you want to know more, come visit me. So I'm gonna quickly go to the Pokemon Center, Pokemart, because I want to see what items are on for sale here. Just in case we capture more Pokemon. Oh, you don't have any netballs or anything. You only have just heal balls. You are kind of pathetic. So that Psyduck made me waste most of my netballs. Anyway, well, let's go back and talk to the Underground Man, because you will actually unlock things by talking to him. How was it down in the Grand Underground? Big and empty, I would think. But that's just because you are a novice spelunker. There are many hidden things down there that are invisible to the naked eye. For my next test, I want you to dig up some treasures for me. While on the ground, check the radar for any spots of yellow light. Go to such locations and search for treasure by pressing A. Ah, I see you were able to use your radar effectively. Well done. If you do any objective that he gives you ahead of time, you can claim your reward ahead of time. We get a digger drill. In the walls of the underground, Grand Underground, to unearth the hidden things. Treasures you find go straight into your bag. Spears and special gems can be exchanged for goods down there. Now, what should I assign you next? Have you grown weary of repeatedly going back underground? Well, it's not over yet. Next is your secret base. That's right, I will teach you how to make your own secret base. All you need is the digger drill I gave you earlier. Simply go to the Grand Underground and use the digger drill wherever you like. It will instantly create a very own secret base. So your next assignment is to make a secret base. So let's go back to the Grand Underground. And by the way, you can set key items by registering and putting it in one of the four directions of your D-pad. So by pressing minus, since we only have one thing, it will just automatically use the one registered item. Now you can play with local connection. You can play with internet, but you need Nintendo Online to do that. And you can play alone. So let's do a quick little digging since I landed right next to this, and then we'll dig our secret base. Also, another thing about digging, certain items will be added as you progress through the story. So, some items may be rare or at first, but will become more common, and some items will be added into the digging minigame as you progress through the story. So if you're looking for a particular item, there's a chance it may be rare currently, or it may not even be added to the possible items you can find. See, can we find anything else before the wall caves in? Ooh, we found a regular box, but I don't know if we can get it out before the wall caves in. Yep. So we lost that box. That box would have given us a regular statue. It is really painful to see that happen when you find a rare item. So you press A on a wall and you can dig it to make a base. This will now unlock the digger drill from the hikers that you can find under here. They will not have this item until you do this task. Here's your secret base. Not very grand, but you can find other hikers, and if you have enough spears, you can expand the secret base. You have this orb here, so we can place statues. So with the statues that we've gotten, we can place our statues wherever we want. Certain bigger statues take more space, while smaller statues take smaller spaces. So let's play with our statues here. They look pretty lovely. Now if you check the orb, statue effect slightly increases the appearance rate of ghost Pokemon. These statues are not cosmetic. They actually do have an effect. The statues whatever Pokemon you put down, it will factor in the typing of that Pokemon. So if you put down like a bunch of water type Pokemon, it will make water types more common in rooms that water types can spawn in. And same goes for any other type. If you put down a statue of a Pokemon that has 2 typings, it will factor in those 2 typings into what effect will be played out, and whatever is the more dominant typing in the entire room will affect what types will be available, what types will be more frequent. These shiny statues do not increase shiny rates of Pokemon. This is a common mistake among fans. The only thing they do is boost the odds. Will give, I think it's like a ×2 or ×4 boost to the typing of the Jade statue. So because we have a Piplup statue here, it would normally be worth 1 in the water typing, but because it's Jade, I believe it's worth like 2, or it's like worth like a 2 or a 3. So it works like that, and bigger statues offer more bonuses. So this Dusknoir statue here, because it's bigger, it's overriding the other types here. So it's getting the boost from being a Jade statue, or aka shiny statue, and because it's a big statue, it has more priority. So yeah, the more statues you collect in the Grand Underground, the more you can place in your secret base to try and influence certain typings to show up. If there's a Pokemon you want of a particular type, it will boost the Pokemon of those typings to appear in the rooms that typing can appear in. So let's go back up and speak to the Underground Man. Ah, you made your secret base. Excellent. I thought I might have been asking too much, but you did it. Well done. Take this as your reward. You will give us some quick balls, dust balls, dive balls. By the way, the digger drill can only be used once. If you wish to move your secret base, you will need to attain another digger drill. You can trade spears for one underground. Now what should I have you do next? You've made yourself a secret base, yes, but it's totally empty, is it not? Not to worry. You can place statues in your own secret base as you see fit. So, for my next task, I want you to decorate your secret base. Set up statues in there as you like. Ah, you managed to decorate your secret base. I knew I recognized a top-notch spelunker in you. Well done, this is your reward. We get a square pedestal. The pedestals you can place in your secret base, and basically you can place statues on them to make the statues look more fancy. Ah, you stuck it out to the end. This will be my final test, which you won't be able to do because you don't have Nintendo Online. The Grand Underground attracts a lot of people. You're not the only one down there. Unless you don't have Nintendo Online, then you're very lonely. Other spelunkers have secret bases of their own. Your final test is to find someone else's secret base. When you do, make sure you look inside. So this final test I cannot do for this playthrough because it requires Nintendo Online because I need to see other players and find their secret bases, go into it, and then speak to him. So unfortunately I cannot show off his reward. I don't think his final reward is that great anyway. But I will show off the Pokeballs we got. So he gave us 3 types of Pokeballs, 5 of each. Oh, and I can't remember where we found an Ultra Ball, but the Ultra Ball basically is some of the best Pokeballs for capturing. Although there are some Pokeballs, like the Dust Balls, that are much better for that job. And even the Quick Balls, a somewhat different Pokeball that has a more successful capture rate if used at the start of a wild encounter. I believe if you use this on the very first turn of the battle, I believe it has like a 4 times or 5 times capture rate, something ridiculous like that. Quick Balls are one of my favorite Pokeballs as a result. So, this makes it so that way you don't necessarily have to weaken the Pokemon. You can just throw the Quick Ball and hope you can capture it without needing to battle the Pokemon. Obviously, Pokemon with harder capture rates are obviously going to be much tougher for the Quick Ball to handle. But still, it's not a bad idea to throw a Quick Ball at the start of the battle to see if you can get it. Dive Balls are very weird. In this game, they have either two effects. They either work similar to the netball, where they're good at capturing water-type Pokemon, or their other effect, which is what this game uses, a somewhat different Pokeball that works especially well when capturing Pokemon that live underwater. What does it mean by that is that the Pokemon cannot be a water type. If you see a random water type and you throw a dive ball, this is going to have the capture rate of a regular ass Pokeball. What this description is saying is that you need to capture Pokemon that live in the water. So any Pokemon you encounter via fishing or surfing, the dive ball will work. It doesn't matter what the Pokemon is, as long as it can be encountered in the water in some way, shape, or form. So if it's a Pokemon you've caught via fishing, or a Pokemon you've encountered via surfing, the dive ball, I believe, will have a 3 times capture rate. If you use it on any other Pokemon, even if it's a water type outside of water in this game, it will just have a capture rate of a standard Pokeball. So yeah, so he gives you some decent balls, plus he also gives you some dust balls. Which is, the dust balls are extremely good in the ground underground, as I believe everywhere in the ground underground is considered a cave. So the dust balls are really good for the ground underground. But anyway, let's speak with everyone in here. Let's dig up some treasure. I'm from Murberg. I work at the mining museum. I got advice from the underground man on digging up fossils and spears. Before I get digging, let me share his advice with you. While you're digging, you may uncover dark rocks. They are very hard. If you keep hitting them, the wall will collapse. Keep that in mind and you'll be digging up treasure in no time. So yeah, the dark rocks he's mentioning, I believe, are the indestructible, the rocks that are indestructible. The ground underground sure is massive. You're gonna have a blast down there. Ah, finally, we're on the TV. Does changing your nicknames change attitude? We'll decide for you. It's time for Rate That Name Change once again. In the spotlight today, trainer Donnie, he's Baneri. Donnie chose the nickname Lola. Let's get an expert assessment from our appraiser. How was it? How should I say this? Fine, I'll be blunt. The nickname Lola is magnificent itself. Lola will certainly be more attractive. But it doesn't come at a price. Donnie will be mingled in the blogs. Donnie, changing your Pokemon's nickname was a great idea. Try giving lots and lots of boffins to Lola too. Oh, but be aware if you ever travel to the Great Marsh. Till next time, farewell. Typically, if you're on the TV, there are usually 2 news reports. It's now time for the Sticker Club show. Joining us as our guest once again is the Sticker Master. Greetings. Today we'll assemble a ball capsule crafted by Donnie. This is rubbish, such a foolish waste of stickers. It's true that the Fire Sticker D is fantastic, that is given, but applied in such a position, its true beauty is obscured. Wait, it can't be! What is this? The Pokemon inside it is his Monferno? With this Monferno and the Fire Sticker's placement actually enhances its beauty. Did Donnie position this Fire Sticker D with the intention of using this ball capsule on the Pokemon carrying the Monferno? The checkness of it all. How dare that Donnie pull such an insolent ruse? There you have it, even our Sticker Master is upset to see Donnie's ball capsules, challenging the trainer to battle. Let's meet again, same channel, same time. And with that, we'll end the episode here. That's all I can show for the Grand Underground. I'm pretty much going to be doing most of the Grand Underground stuff off screen. Mainly to dig out certain items, possibly get some TMs. You can also find items down there, I might add. So you do want to check out all the hideaways in the Grand Underground, as you can potentially find items. I will be getting most of that stuff off screen, not to waste your time. So yeah. So we'll leave off here. In the next episode, we might start exploring a critique and see what's here. Later, everybody.